Having seen that Jesus' apparently negative comments about the Old Testament were actually affirmations of it, we should turn to those passages in which Jesus' affirmation of the Old Testament's authority and relevance for his followers are relatively easy to see. In general terms, there are many ways we can see Christ's positive outlook on the Old Testament scriptures. For instance, he constantly referred to them as the basis of his own teachings. He displayed his glory on the Mount of Transfiguration, standing between Moses, the lawgiver, and Elijah, the head of the prophets. And throughout his life, Jesus committed his entire heart to obeying all the teachings of the Old Testament. But for specific examples of Jesus' positive attitude toward the Old Testament, we will look once again at the Sermon on the Mount. Listen to what Jesus said in Matthew chapter 5, verses 17 and 18. "Do not think that I came to abolish the law or the prophets. I did not come to abolish, but to fulfill. For truly I say to you, until heaven and earth pass away, not the smallest letter or stroke shall pass from the law until all is accomplished." Here Jesus stated quite forcefully that he did not come to do away with the law or the prophets. He insisted that every detail of the Old Testament, down to the smallest letter or stroke, will remain in force until the end of all things. Unfortunately, many times Christians think that Jesus meant just the opposite of what he actually said. They read, "I did not come to abolish, but to fulfill," and they think that Jesus meant something like, "I did not come to abolish the Old Testament, but to render it irrelevant." But by looking at the words Jesus spoke next in Matthew chapter 5, verse 19, we know that this was not what Jesus meant. I'll admit that Jesus' words here raise all kinds of practical questions. What does it mean in the modern world to submit to the teachings of the Old Testament? How are Christians to observe the commandments of the Old Testament, even the least of them, today? These are important questions that we will be addressing in this series of lessons. But at this point, it must suffice for us simply to insist on the basic principle that Jesus taught so plainly. Jesus called his followers to receive the Old Testament as God's authoritative word. They were not to reject it as irrelevant. Rather, they were to learn and obey every dimension of it.